This is our Forex blog for March 30th, 2011. And, like most days, we want to trade the strongest pairs versus the weakest. And without a doubt, the yen was the weakest, starting yesterday, continuing until about 8 today. The yen, was extremely weak. Anything at or above the dotted white lines weak. Daily, weekly, monthly trends down. You want to preferably trade that against one of the stronger pairs. Pound had a lot of strength from about 2 to 6, but the CAD also had a lot of strength in the daily, weekly, monthly trends up. So, the CAD yen would have been one of the highest probability trades last night all the way up until about 8 o'clock today. So looking at this last night, you can see the market, was trending up and it went sideways. Sideways rectangle pattern breakouts are very high probability trades, and in this case, we have kind of a flat top and a wedged pattern breakout as well. Explosive strength. These kind of trends tend to continue. If you didn't get into that trade here, you might have bought this little pullback right here, and it was just very high probability trade up. And we also have another rectangle pattern breakout. Anytime a market goes sideways 2 or 3 hours and breaks out after the trend is this strong, very likely to go up. And you can see it went right to my Fibonacci profit target that I created the night before, and also the momentum that was there before kind of died off a little bit. Great place to exit your trade. So you could have got into a trade here and out, this trade here, pullback. The CAD yen was clearly the strongest one. The pound also from 2 to about 6. Pound strong, weak yen. Notice, from 2 o'clock this thing started breaking out. Again, a nice little sideways rectangle pattern, breaks out. Lots of resistance right above. So you have been looking to get out here, here, or here, but when I shot through it, guess where it stopped the day's up move? Right at my Fibonacci profit target level, again in this one that I calculated the night before. And anytime you have explosive strength like this, it means pretty much that all the pound pairs are screaming up, yen pairs are screaming down, so you want to buy the next pullback, and you can see it went up another 50 pips. Very high probability trades. The Australian was strong, up until about 1, so the Australian yen would have been a nice one to buy coming into midnight. And you can see, again, this one exploded up yesterday. A little bit of a pullback here, made a higher high, pulled back. Anytime you see a higher high in a very shallow pullback, especially if it breaks resistance like the previous day's high right here, it comes back down, finds support there. There's clearly buyers there, and you can see this thing shot up another 100 pips. It lost its strength, which you can see both the Australian and the yen were weak today, and that's why there was no clear trends. But the currency meter really helped find some absolutely amazing trades. Now, the New Zealand also was very strong, and unlike the Australian, it continued throughout the day. So the last best trade to have been focusing on was the New Zealand yen. You can see strong trend up last night, broke the 200-day, 50-day moving average yesterday, which is a huge sign of strength. We have a fib level right here, which would have until midnight showed up over here as well. And when it finally broke that level, nice place to get in. And again, my fib profit target pretty much was the high. It did go another 10-15 pips, but it's stuck up there. So I'm going to do a tiny Forex blog today, just because there's a lot of work to get done, and I want to improve one of the tools I'm working on now and enhance it so that people can trade better. So we have almost 100 Forex blog posts that we've done over the last few months now that you can watch, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.